There are over 1,000 housing units at the Saglemi Housing Project, which were abandoned for more than 5 years now, will continue to lie fallow a while longer. Housing Minister Francis Asenso-Boakye explains government has requested another review of the amount of work done so far and what needs to be done to complete the project. Former Minister Samuel Atta-Achiam revealed on PM Express on Joy News in October last year that a report by the Ghana Institute of Surveyors pointed to embezzlement of $114 million of funds meant for the project, adding that the Police Criminal Investigations Department had been asked to investigate the matter. 2020 flag bearer of the APC, Hassan Ayariga, in a recent video had criticized the failure by government to complete the project. In a subsequent interview with Kwesi Parker-Wilson, Mr. Ayariga vowed he will give out the units to needy Ghanaians if nothing is done about the project.
I don't want to hear the circumstance surrounding it. What I want to know is that when you are government, you have a sector minister responsible for works and housing, and you cannot abandon huge properties, thousands of homes in this manner, and then you go on commissioning and cutting sword for more houses to be built. It doesn't make economic sense, it doesn't make political sense, and it doesn't make sense at all. So for me, I have appealed to government and I've given them an ultimatum of 30 days to make good use of that property, because we have military who do not have homes, we have the police who are struggling to get accommodation, we have the custom officers struggling to get accommodation, public workers, including the ordinary citizens. These are affordable homes. Why? What is the reason behind leaving such huge properties unattended and abandoned?
So if within the 30 days ultimatum elapse, what then is Ayaga going to do?
I've been getting calls from seat of government, and that they've engaged the minister to immediately start working on the property. I believe that I will take their word, and I believe that they will do something in this regard.
But what if nothing is done about it? It's government you're talking about. Give me some assurance.
30 days is just, we're left with about 25 days.
Right.
If nothing has happened, I will clean up the place. I will personally clean up the place, clear the place. Invite Ghanaians who do not have homes to come and register, and I will assign the homes to the police, the military, the Ghanaian citizens, those who are in need of homes.
The Housing Minister, Mr. Asenso-Boakye, however, says government has requested another validation as the previous work done by the Ghana Institute of Surveyors needs to be updated.
The ministry tasked the Ghana Institution of Surveyors to conduct a cost and technical audit of the contract executed by the contractors in the context of the variety of agreements and commitments made by the parties to the project. Upon completion of the audit, the Ghana Institution of Surveyors estimated that an approximate amount of $32 million will be needed to complete the project. The Ghana Institution of Surveyors identified several unmet activities that were the responsibility of the contractor, and a press conference was held in this effect. Based on the foregoing, and in view of the absence of the critical primary infrastructure, the ministry sought the advice of the Attorney General, who subsequently recommended for the issue to be referred to the Police Criminal Investigations Department, CID, for criminal investigations into the matter. However, having understood the complexity of the issues surrounding this project, upon assumption of office as the new sector minister for works and housing, I directed the Architectural and Engineering Services Department, AESL, a consultancy agency under my ministry, to validate the report of the Ghana Institution of Surveyors and advise accordingly. As recent as 18th March 2021, I have personally visited the project site and have acknowledged the urgent need to complete the project, notwithstanding the complexities of the project.
He criticized Mr. Ayariga for publishing the video criticizing government, saying he did not do it for the love of the country.
The ministry believes that if the aim of the video was altruistic, as the voice-over narrator attempts to communicate, the thrust of the message would have gone beyond the appeal to populism from what is clearly a superficial dab at the challenges confronting the Saglemi project. For the record, the government of His Excellency, the President, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, upon assumption of office in January 2017, has recognized the urgent need for the rapid resolution of these challenges, thorny as they may be, in order for these properties that have been developed at great cost to the state to be completed and made available to the citizenry.
Joining us is Kwesi Parker-Wilson. He's been to visit the project site and report.
Cow dung littered on the dirty tarred roads is the first thing you see upon entering the abandoned site project, which sits on a 300-acre land. It's fast becoming a grazing field for cattle who feed on the weeds growing within the median of the buildings and its surroundings. Street lights, yet to be connected to the national grid, have been mounted in front of the buildings, and the drainage system is visible in between the tarred rows. The housing project comes in two categories: a 2-story building with 9 apartments each and another 2-bedroom self-contained apartment. The cream and ash painting on the buildings were fading, perhaps due to being exposed to the vagaries of the weather. Now let's quickly take a scan and go through some of the houses or the rooms to understand what you have there. I'm talking about the apartment. So first of all, of course, you see the 2-story building as I mentioned. Now, if you look at my right, for example, this is where it was expected that it would have the meters. And so each room or each apartment would be connected to a meter, which is going to give them electricity as well. Now, to my immediate left is the one of the apartment. And so I walk in, the doors are firmly fixed doors. Of course, you could see that there is a security door because you could see from the inside who is knocking at your door. You also have your light knob as well. Now, if you look here, these are it's a tiled floor, actually, I should say. It's a tiled floor, fully tiled floor. We have all the connections with regards to electricity. And of course, you could see some of them having the bulbs as well here. And so this presumably is expected to be the hall of this particular apartment. And I get a sense that it's a 2-bedroom apartment. And so if you move away from the hall, to my immediate right is another bedroom. It appears to be that it has also been completed as well, but the only difference is that the place has been abandoned. But of course, you can see some weeds here and there. And because it's been raining and they haven't access to the room, the floor is a bit kind of muddy, untidy. That is the situation here at the Saglemi Housing Project. Now, let me take you to the washroom as well. Now, if you come to the washroom, this is expected to be the toilet room where, of course, you want to discharge your human waste. Here, you have a sink here that is equally furnished. They have the lamp holder for the bulbs as well. The doors fully, installed here at the washroom, I should say. Now, shortly when you move from there, you come to the bathroom. That is where you have to take your bath after a long day activity, or perhaps this is where you have to be. And so look at the state. Very untidy. The place is in a mess, I should say. You have a shower here, of course. So this is supposed to be the bathroom where you take your bath in the morning if you wake up, and of course when you return from work. And this is another door, but unfortunately I can't have access to this door. It's locked. I don't know why it is locked. It appears to be the only door I've seen that is locked. All the doors have been opened. So this is the current state of the Saglemi Housing Project. And of course, you might be wondering, where is the kitchen? Here is the kitchen. This is the state of the kitchen for you. They have their sink. And of course, this is the state for you. Very, very untidy. And and of course, the burglars are here. So this is the current state of the kitchen. And of course, this, I'm sure, is expected to be the storeroom where you keep some of your utensils and some of your products and all of and all that. So this is the state. This is the current state of the Saglemi Housing Project. A 2-bedroom apartment, 4H, and as I mentioned, is a 3-story building. Each building has 9 apartments in all. Right, so I want to take you upstairs so that you check what is there as well. But I'm sure the situation will not be different from what you've already seen. But the point is that even look at the staircase as well. It's unkempt. I mean, there are no cleaners around to sanitize the place or properly to keep the place in check. So